Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Pete Thompson with the Cape May County Herald, and this is Under Review. Under Review brought to you by the Burke Motor Group, home of the best price guarantee. It's week number 7 of the winter sports season, and we really hit our stride this week with 6 different sets of highlights from 3 different sports: wrestling, girls basketball, and boys basketball. So let's get right to it as we kick things off on the mats with a little high school wrestling. Our cameras on hand inside the gym in Irma last Wednesday as Middle Township and Lower Cape May do battle. The coaches and captains shake hands before the match as Middle wins the coin toss and decides to start things off at 285. We'll begin our highlights at 120, where Jake Baxter from the Caper Tigers in the black and yellow has Eric Lamb from Middle on his back. Baxter able to squeeze out the pin at 1 minute and 12 seconds, and that's a big 6 points for Lower as the Caper Tigers lead 15-9 at this point. Middle responds just 1 weight class later, as at 126, it's Romeo Rodriguez who makes quick work of Rob O'Brien from Lower Cape May. Romeo Rodriguez with the pin just 56 seconds into the match. And that pin gets Middle 6 points right back, as it's now 15-12. The Panthers only trail by 3. Let's jump down a few weight classes, or up a few weight classes, if you will, to 170, where Middle's Gary James Nagel takes the mat with his team down by 9 at 33-24. And Gary James Nagel able to pick up the pin just 39 seconds in. How quickly things can go from disadvantage to a pin. The Caper Tigers get to within 3 at 33-30. And at 182, Mike Yorio from Lower Cape May gets the job done early in the second period. Yorio able to first get a few back points, and then that eventually turns into a full-fledged pin at 2:34 of the match, 34 seconds into the second period. Yorio's pin, a big 6 points for Lower. LCM takes the lead, 39-30. It all comes down to the final bout of the night at 2:20, and that's Austin Kaminsky from Middle Township, who engages in a spirited battle with Will Sandman from Lower Cape May. This one goes to the third period before Kaminsky catches Sandman by surprise with a pin at 4:46. Kaminsky's 6 points, good enough to give Middle Township the win, 42-39 the final. Panthers beat Lower for the first time since 2001. Congrats to Matt Wolf and Middle Township Wrestling for a huge win on the road in Irma. 3 more wrestling scores to pass along from the week that was, as Ocean City with a clean week, starting off with a 63-13 win at home over Shalleck last Thursday. Red Raiders then wrestle in a tri-meet at Sterling and beat the host school 38-22 before also winning 48-26 over Morristown. Ocean City away at Mainland next before returning home to host a quad with Lindenwold, St. Joe, and Winslow Township this coming Saturday. For now, that's high school wrestling. Boys basketball now, and our thanks to Mike Frankel from SNJ Today for highlights of Mainland on the road at Ocean City last Wednesday night. First quarter on the inbounds, number 4 in white, Luciano Labrano for 3. OC down by 1 after 1. Second quarter now, number 4 is Luciano Labrano, a game-high 25 points for Luciano Labrano in this one, but he's not the only Luciano on the OC boys roster. Check out number 23 in white, Luciano Keys, as he goes off glass for 2 of his 14 points. 58-48 the final in this one. Number 24, Luke Varallo, dials one up from long distance. The Red Raiders win the rivalry affair by 10. Also last Wednesday, Wildwood Catholic at home against St. Joe. Check out number 5, Ryan Legler. Count the basket, plus the foul, a hard foul. Legler does get up. He is okay. The Crusaders lead by 5. Later in the third, number 30, Jaleel White, eventually with the layup here for the home team. Wildwood Catholic leads by 1 point going to the fourth. And in that final quarter, number 2, Trey Smith for the Crusaders with a count the basket plus the foul. Smith, the game high 22 points for Catholic. The Crusaders sharing the basketball well too. Number 32, Taj Thweet, the beneficiary of good passing on this sequence. Now 4 quarters, not enough to decide this one as they go to overtime, tied at 57. But in that extra frame, all Wildwood Catholic is number 23, Charles Fields, and the Crusaders get the job done. 77-63, the final in overtime. Wildwood Catholic holds off a fired-up St. Joe team at home. No rest for the weary, though. Our final set of boys highlights are from Cape May Courthouse last Friday night, and it's Middle Township boys at home against Wildwood Catholic. Middle leads by just 1 at the half, 20-19. We'll pick it up in the third quarter here. Number 4, Cam Hamer spots up beyond the arc and drains it. Hamer knocks down the 3 off the feed from Jalen Freeman. Middle leads by 2, 30-28. Later in the third, number 5 in white is Zach Thomas. He shows off the quick hands as he reaches in for the steal and then goes coast to coast for the layup to make it a 6-point margin. But Wildwood Catholic in blue doesn't lay down. Number 3, Caleb Fields, set up beyond the arc, and Fields plays a little game of beat the clock. His 3-ball at the buzzer makes it 34-31 Wildwood Catholic. They trail by 3 after 3 in a low-scoring affair. Fourth quarter now, we'll link 2 highlights together as first. It's number 1, Jalen Freeman at the near end with the jumper, 14 points for the Wildwood Catholic transfer as he plays against his old team for the first time. And then as the ball continues down to the far court, keep an eye out for number 5 in blue. That is Ryan Legler as he drives and gets the one-hander to fall. 7 points for Ryan Legler as the Crusaders trail 36-33. Here's a key basket down the stretch. Number 4, Hamer fires a pass ahead the full length of the court for a streaking Thomas. 13 points for Zach Thomas in Middle Township. Knocks off Wildwood Catholic by 3, 45-42 the final. That's win number 4 on the season for Middle. Wildwood Catholic falls to 7-6 with the loss. Speaking of 6, we have 6 scores from the week that was in boys basketball. We'll start with Cape May Tech rallying to beat Buna last Friday night, 66-64 the final there. The Hawks overcome an 11-point deficit to win it. Josh Wright, a game-high 20 points for Cape May Tech. James Longstreet not far behind with 19 points, and Ray Abbott finishes with 16, including a game-high 4 3-pointers. Elsewhere, Lower wins 60-52 over Absegami. Pat Holden, a game-high 27 points. And Ocean City is a winner at home by 8 over Oakcrest. 49-31 the final there. Luciano Lebrano, 14 points for OC. On Monday, Wildwood knocks off Oakcrest 59-51. Kion Flanders, 33 points to lead the Warriors, and Wildwood follows that up with a road win at Gloucester City, 58-49 last night. Flanders, another 33 points, 10 rebounds too. That's a double-double. Trayvon Young, 12 points, 5 rebounds. That is 11 wins in a row for Wildwood. Finally, Wildwood Catholic bounces back from the Middle Township affair. The Crusaders explode for 87 points at home against Cape May Tech. Caleb Fields, game-high 35 points, including 5 3-pointers. Trey Smith adds 19. Josh Wright with 27 points for Tech in the loss, and that is boys basketball. 2 sets to show you from the girls action. 2 sets of highlights now as we start with Middle Township on the road at Wildwood Catholic last Friday night. Early first quarter, number 24 in white is Lauren Moretti for 3. Moretti with a game-high 16 points for the Crusaders. At the far end, Jenna Herlihy gets the ball outside the arc and drives straight to the hoop and scores. 8 points for Jenna Herlihy, but Wildwood Catholic has an answer in number 32, Brielle Herbert. Herbert, high off glass, off the feed from Caitlin McMullen. The Crusaders jump out to a 10-3 lead. Middle hangs in there thanks in large part to Herlihy. The steal right here and the layup for Hurley again, 8 points for her, 9 points for Bridget Ruskey, but Wildwood Catholic too strong in this one. The 31, Mary Gomez, she gets into the act as she rattles a 3-ball home, 51-35 the final. Wildwood Catholic wins to pull into a first-place tie with Middle in the United Division. Wildwood Catholic 11-3 with the win. Middle falls to 14-2 with the loss, which leaves us with some SNJ Today highlights from Mike Frankel as the Crusaders are right back to work at the 97-3 ESPN Girls Shootout at Holy Spirit on Sunday night. Number 33, Caitlin McMullen, a game-high 28 points to go along with 14 rebounds. That's a double-double. McMullen 6 for 13 from beyond the arc 2. The three-pointers are falling, 57-39. The final, Steve DePatri's team wins handily to improve to 12-3 on the season. 8 more scores to tell you about from the girls' side of things. We'll start with Cape May Tech winning 54-51 at Buna last Friday night. Felicia London, a game-high 22 points to go along with 10 rebounds. That's a double-double by Felicia. I had to say that. Liza Polini adds 10 points, and Lower Cape May pulls one out, a 1-point win on the road at Absegami. I'll get this right. Lower Cape May wins by 1. Winter Favre, 17 points to lead the Caper Tigers. Last Saturday, Alexis Payone keeps Ocean City unbeaten with a 46-24 dismantling of Camden Catholic. Payone a career-high 22 points. The Red Raiders are 14-0, and on Sunday, Middle Township picks up a win at the 97-3 tournament. 45-41 the final over Middletown South. Jenna Hurley, 14 points. Bridget Ruskey, 13. Middle now 14-2. Meanwhile, Wildwood wins by 1 point at home over Cedar Creek on Monday. Senior Mackenzie McCracken, a game-high 34 points, including the game-winning free throws with 7.1 seconds left to play. Her sister Maddie, just a sophomore, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, 47-46 the final. And the McCracken sisters do combine for all of Wildwood's points. Last but not least, we'll look at 3 scores from last night. Wildwood Catholic roughs up Cape May Tech 60-35. Caitlin McMullen, 19 points. Ashley Jackson with 13. Wildwood wins again, 59-34 at home over Gloucester. Mackenzie McCracken, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Maddie McCracken, 15 points and 6 assists. Tacey Young gets into the act with 12 points and 9 rebounds for the Warriors. Young just misses a double-double. And on the bottom there, Middle Township cruises past Our Lady of Mercy Academy, winning 59-23 at home. Bridget Ruskey, 15 points for the Panthers. Olivia Nelson chips in 13. Middle now 15-2, and that is girls basketball. We'll come back out and quickly say we haven't forgotten you swimmers. Don't worry, swimmers and swimming folks. Swimming still very much a part of Under Review, so please keep checking in for that. Reminder time, as we always do like to remind you that if you have a story idea or suggestion, you can email me at pthompson@cmcherald.com. That's PTHOMPSON is my last name at cmcherald.com. For faster scores and news, you can find us on Facebook at Cape May County Sports. Just click like on that page, or we are on Twitter as well by going to @CMC Herald Sports. Again, this is week number 7 of Under Review. It is brought to you by the Burke Motor Group, home of the best price guarantee. Week number 7 for the winter sports season. We hope to see you right back here next Wednesday for more Under Review. In the meantime, thanks for watching.